Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya nabiyyina wa shafi'ina wa habibina al-Mustafa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ihtada bi hidayatihi ila yawmiddin, amma ba'd. As a parent, Allah Azza wa Jal wants you to understand that He, Allah as the Creator, has handed over one of His creation in the name of a child to you. One of His creation in the name of a child to you. And you are to identify the nature in that particular child and nurture that nature to be in obedience to the Creator who actually brought your child into existence. So parenting is actually to acknowledge the fact that Allah Azza wa Jal has given you an amana, a trust, and you are a trustee, and that particular amana is the child, and you have the singular responsibility and the sole responsibility to see to it that this particular child lives in this world successfully and migrate to the other world also successfully. So the basic responsibility that actually defines the first step in parenting is Quran chapter 66 verse 6, where Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you those who believe, qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara, that is, protect yourself and protect your family, all those under your control, protect them from the hellfire. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that kullukum ra'i, that each and every one of you is a shepherd, and you shall be held responsible for whatever has been put under you in this particular job as a shepherd. So parenting from the perspective of the Quran is a job of guarding and guiding. You are to guard that particular trust, the child that has been given to you, and you are to guide the child that has been given to you, and you are to protect. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam simply put it as a shepherd. It's shepherdhood. You can't be a shepherd and then you take the sheep, you come out, or you take the animals, come out and leave them and go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. That you have no, you can't be a shepherd like that. So just like the parent, we go look for a school, put the child there, and then we go away. We don't care whatever happens to the child. No, you shall be held responsible for that one. Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. So to the lay person who might not technically understand what we mean by a parent, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells you that we should tell you that if you want to know who a parent is and what job the parent should do, just look at the shepherd. Following his animals, and then he's driving them, ensuring that they eat, ensuring that they don't enter into the wrong farm, ensuring that they drink, and ensuring that he brings them back home, and then also protect them. Look at that one and understand what parenthood is. So a parent, like the shepherd, should know at whatever time where the child is. Where they sleep, you should know. Where they eat, you should know. With which group they move with, you should know. Parenting and parenthood is also an institution, or is a skill that is also under attack. The most important commodity, product on this earth, which is human being, to handle that particular product, that is the only product you handle without training. You handle without certificate. Subhanallah. Look at our motorcycles and other. Before you can qualify to say you are a fitter, people have to see that you've gone for training and certify you, give you a certificate. As you are listening to me, whether you are married or not, whoever is listening, if you are going to marry, nobody will question your competence of taking care of a child, and how you take care of that child. Nobody will question it. We leave it to the teachers. Our evaluation system, our examination system, they don't also examine that. When somebody gets a grade 6, doesn't mean that that person is very good in terms of behavior and character. That person can be a lesbian, that person can be a homosexual, that person can be a thief with his first class. So in short, my brother, parenting is actually knowing how to be a shepherd, knowing how to what? Nurture your child, recognize all the natural competences in that particular child, nurture it, and then protect it, guard it, guide the child to be able to benefit himself or herself, and also benefit his or her environment. Bringing the good out of him or her to help first of all himself and then his environment. You see, in Islam, it is not only in parenting, and it is not only, let's say, under marriage. Islam wants it that whatever you want to do, you should have knowledge of whatever you are going to do. And you should be in the consciousness of the consequences of that particular act before you carry that particular act. Lo and behold, that is why the first instruction to us as Muslim is Iqra. That is read and know. I mean, read and know before you take any step. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Innamal a'mal binniyyat." For everything that you are going to do, whatever you are going to earn out of that one, it is based on your intention. So you should know what you are going to do, and you should have a purpose for that one before even you take the step. So in parenting, it is the same thing. You should know the clear purpose of what being a parent, what is expected of you, and then you should also know how to do it. I mean, the purpose and the act itself, how to do it. You should know before you enter into it. So in Islam, generally, this particular responsibility is levied onto, number one, the parents that also took care of you for you to become what? A parent, to become who you are. They should have given you the basic knowledge of what we call parenting. We should have been given the knowledge of parenting in the makaranta, in our Islamic institutions. Then we should have also been given the knowledge of parenting within our houses. Our fathers should have also taught us that one. And then also before the marriage, the varied advice that we are taking through, the counselings that we are taking through, especially the ladies. You will be advised, and after the marriage, you hold your wife's hand, you move from house to house, greet the elders, and the greetings, one, you are going there to thank them. But secondly, too, you are to sit down over there for them to advise you. Quite apart from the general. Now, you look at all our weddings, even within the Zongo, it is a medium to showcase our money. I mean, what kind of clothing we are coming to display, and what kind of this thing we are going to. It's just a day for that one. Yeah, but in the olden days, it wasn't like that. It was a time or a day for we to get the opportunity to advise the couples. Advise them, the bride and the groom. And when they finish and they go around to, it was an opportunity for each elderly person to sit them down to advise them on what to do. But unfortunately, these days, one, the wedding itself, it is not used as a medium of advice. Whoever will be called to preach over there will be given just maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes to finish. Either they will dance or show their dressing, or I mean, so many other things. And when they finish too, the next day and within the next coming days, instead of them to go around to the elders just like the way we show appreciation, the Quran says, "La in shakartum la azidannakum." If you are grateful, I will add you more. So in the olden days, we moved to them, thank them, and they add us more by giving us what? Advice. But unfortunately these days, we don't do that one. The next day you find a message coming from the bride and the groom. "We thank all of you. We are grateful for what and what for coming." Look, that wasn't the purpose. Fine, you go to greet them. When you go there to thank them for what they have done to you, they will advise you. But now you have blocked that one. You only send them a text message. So you understand that the basis for actually training, the youth or the married husband and wife, to train them, to give them some parental information and knowledge, and then to help them enrich their parental skills, all those bases are broken completely. It is not there. So it's gradually becoming difficult to actually earn parental skills and parental competence, unless you are very, very conscious and you really mean it, and you really understand that Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitna, that all our belongings and wealth under our control, and then also our children, they are a trial on us. It is when we see the seriousness of this particular trial and recognize our responsibility as a parent, that is when we will also get up and say, let us get books and read. Let us get scholars to listen. Let us visit elders. Let us listen to our mothers and fathers in order to get experience to be able to become effective parents.